you're supposed to put an exclamation mark just after the interjection. So, oh, I forgot to bring my purse, for example, okay? So, oh, I forgot to bring my purse. So this one, this shows emotion of sadness, or maybe it shows emotion of sorrow. Okay, so it shows emotion of sorrow. Okay, let's look at another one. Ouch! It hurts. Ouch. Ouch. It hurts. Okay. Here again, there's another word, ouch. I'm sure you've used it in your vocabulary at one point, or you're learning it for the first time. It expresses pain. Okay. It actually expresses pain. Okay. So this is an emotion of pain. Okay. So emotion. Okay, so there is wow. Wow, that's a surprise. Wow, what a beautiful car. Wow, what a beautiful car. You can use it in your vocabulary when you are surprised, and when you are sorrowful. You're expressing sorrow. You use interjections such as OH with an exclamation mark, then you maybe express yourself in whatever way that you are going to say it. In my case, I used the sentence, I forgot to bring my purse. Oh, I forgot to bring my purse, which is expressing sorrow. Okay, and the other one is ouch, it hurts. It's also expressing pain. Okay, let's continue looking at another word, which is alas. 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 I failed my examination. Here also it's expressed emotion. Emotion is sorrow. Sorrow. Okay, so alas. Alas, the exclamation mark. So you can use these 4 words. We're still learning some more, but for now, let's look at this. Wow, your own sentence, whatever has surprised you, wherever you are, and wow can be used when you are surprised, or can be used when you are sorrowful. Ouch can be used when you're in pain. Okay, so the emotion there is pain, and alas is used when you're sorrowful. For instance, when you maybe fail to your driving school, the test, you failed to accomplish what you went to do there. You say, alas, I failed the examination. Okay, so these expressions, that is joy, excitement, surprise, pain, sadness, happiness, interjection, hooray. So hooray, we won the game. Okay. We won the game. This also emotion is about surprise. Okay, so emotion surprise. Okay, so take notes, grade 8s. If you've never come across these words, it's better I hope it's visible enough. You can maybe take note of them and then maybe use them in your vocabulary. As you are speaking, you practice them using, you practice them and get used to them. Okay. The other word here is you. Which is, I don't know whether I'm spelling it, I'm pronouncing it the way I'm supposed to pronounce it, but it's ooh, like you don't like something. You don't like something. I don't know, maybe you'd express it in a different way, but it's ooh. It tastes so bad. That is a sentence. It tastes so bad. Emotion. Dislike. Okay, if you don't like maybe the food that your mom prepared, you use this kind of interjection, or something like that. So, or it tastes so bad. Emotion of dislike. Okay. However, some nouns or adjectives and phrasal verbs are also sometimes used in interjection. They are also used as interjections. Adjectives used in interjections. So let's look at adjectives that are used in interjections. Examples of adjective used in interjection. Adjectives used in interjection. There are some words I'll just mention maybe 4 of them that the adjective that can be used or that are used in interjection. I'm sure you've come across some of them. I'm just going to mention something like great. You helped the poor. Great, you helped the poor. It's one of the adjective that is used in interjection. Okay, so number 1, great. Exclamation mark. You helped the poor. Okay, the other one is nice. So the other one is nice. Nice, you played very well. Okay. You played very well. Okay. An exclamation mark at the end. The other one is good. We can use it. Like you're expressing something, that you're happy that someone has brought something that is useful at that particular time when maybe you're fixing a car and you didn't have something that you needed to use at that particular time, and someone just pops in and has it in his hands, and then you express that emotion of being excited. So you say, good, we can use it. Okay. So, good. We can use. And the last one is sweet. It looks cute, so cute. Okay. So the last one, I just said I'll mention just 3 adjectives. 4 adjectives. Sweet. Sweet. It looks so cute. Okay, let's just run through them again. The adjectives used in interjections. Great, you helped the poor. Okay, expressing how happy you are that someone helped the poor. Nice, you played very well. You are impressed with how that person played, and it's nice is the adjective there. While in the first sentence, great is the adjective, which is used in this interjection. Okay, which is you helped the poor and you played very well. And the next one is good. We can use it. You are excited that someone brought in something that can be useful as you are fixing something, or as you are going through a certain time of hardships, and there are some things that are missing, and then someone just pops up with something that can be useful in that situation. Okay, then the last one is sweet. It looks so cute. Okay, so maybe you are complimenting something that someone has brought in, and you are saying that thing is sweet and that it looks so cute, or that person is sweet and she looks so cute. Okay, so that is the interjections for today, and I just want to make mention that interjections are also called ejaculation, which simply means to ejaculate is usually a verbal thing. Okay, it's a verbal thing. It's not. It doesn't mean the other scientific word, which is mentioned in the reproduction system, where it involves a male organ when semen is propelled from the penis. But we are looking at the other type, which is verbal. Okay, so ejaculation is also part, or the same meaning as interjection, as well as exclamation, which is a short utterance that you make when you are very surprised or upset. Okay, so it's also part of, or it's also the same as interjection. Exclamation, ejaculation, and interjection are all the same, but maybe they're just said differently. Okay, but they're also the same. So you find that sometimes you are asked, what is the interjection of this sentence, or what is the exclamation of this sentence? They are the same thing. They are just asking about the same interjection that you know in English language. Okay. So maybe I just leave an exercise for you, or homework that you're going to do. You're going to mention maybe 3 sentences. Okay, so let me. So homework. Number 1. Wow. Or maybe let me just write. So Says number 1. So here, alas, my brother died. So you're asked to write this side like the way I was writing. You just write the emotion that is portrayed in that sentence. Okay, the interjection is there for you, and the sentence is there for you. So you just have to write what the emotion is all about. Is it sadness? Is it? How intelligent you are. As well as that sentence, you also just write for me the expression or the emotion shown in this sentence here. Okay, then the other one is so as well as this sentence, you just write the emotion expressed in these 3 sentences. Alas, my brother died. You express what emotion was expressed in this sentence, in this interjection. Wow, how intelligent you are. You just give me the emotion that is expressed. And the last one is, oh, I forgot to give mom the keys. You also just indicate the emotion that was expressed in that sentence. Okay, so that is what I had for you for today. Let me just look at some questions, if there are any, so that we can forge ahead. I don't have any questions for me in English, just questions that for the other teacher. So I guess it was clear and understood. Grade 8, thank you very much for your time. See you next time, and God bless you. Thank you.
My name is Chatimu Milika Piri. I graduated from Mubuyu Christian Academy. I went there when I was in grade 9 in 2008, and I graduated in 2011. What I loved about Mubuyu was the moral standing, that was 1, and 2, how serious our teachers were in relation to us.
At Manzi Valley, we pride ourselves in giving you the cleanest and safest mineral water on the Zambian market. Our mineral water is produced in the cleanest and most hygienic, germ-free environment in Zambia, and that's just a fact. We at Natural Valley take pride in the quality of our product so that you can safely enjoy our mineral water, rich in minerals, to satisfy that thirst and revitalize your body. So grab a bottle of Manzi Valley mineral water now to beat that thirst with the cleanest bottled water in Zambia.
Who's got the...
Okay, good afternoon, class. My name is Chezia Pius. I'll be taking you in mathematics. Okay, so today we are going to be looking at the topic, which is social and commercial arithmetics. Okay, and we'll base our discussions on profit and a loss. Okay, so we'll be looking at profit and loss. Okay, at one point or the other in our life, we have engaged ourselves in some small businesses, and in those businesses we do buy some items and then we sell at a later stage. Okay, so when we buy some items at a certain price and we plan to sell those items at another price, so when the selling price is higher than the cost price, that which we make is a profit. And in a situation where the selling price is lower than the cost price, then in that situation we'll say we have made a loss. Okay, so for profit, we are saying that profit, we are saying that when the selling price is higher than the cost price, so cost price. Okay, so when you buy an item, so that price is what we call the cost price. Then you plan or you sell that item and at another price, that is the selling price. Now in a situation where the selling price is higher than the cost price, so that which I've made is the profit. And in a situation where the selling price is lower than the cost price, so that which I've made is loss. So we call it loss. So when the cost price is higher than the selling price. Okay, so here we are saying that profit is equal to a selling price minus a cost price, and loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. Okay, and in some situations, we may want to know what percentage of the profit which we have made. So if you want to know the percentage of the profit, we'll say percentage profit, so is equal to, so you look at the selling price, then you subtract the cost price. That amount is what we call the actual profit. So percentage profit is equal to the actual profit over the cost price, then times 100%. So you can know the percentage profit when you say the actual profit over the cost price times 100%. Or if you want to know the percentage loss, so you can use the same approach and you say percentage loss is equal to the actual loss over the cost price times 100%. Okay, so the first one, we are saying that we have profit. So for us to know the profit, so we should say the amount on which we have sold the item, then minus the cost price. And for loss, we have loss is equal to the cost price minus the selling price. Then if you want to know the percentage profit, so percentage profit is equal to the actual profit over the cost price times 100%. If you want to know the percentage loss, so that is the actual loss over cost price times 100%. So let's just look at some of the examples which will require us to calculate the percentage loss, the percentage profit, or the profit or loss. So let's look at one or two examples. So in this example, we are saying that a farmer bought a sheep for 500 kwacha and sold it for 610 kwacha. So calculate his profit and the percentage profit. Okay, so here we are saying that a farmer bought a sheep for 500 kwacha and sold the same sheep at 610 kwacha. So we should calculate the profit and also the percentage profit. So we'll say solution. So you look at the question which you have, then in the question, which one is the actual, or which one is the cost price, and which one is the selling price. So in this question, so this farmer bought this type of sheep at 500 kwacha. So we are saying that the cost price in the question is 500 kwacha. Okay, then he sold the sheep at 610 kwacha. So the selling price here, selling price is equal to this 610. Now the first part, so we should calculate the profit. Now you look at the formula for calculating the profit. So profit is equal to the selling price minus the costing price. So we'll say profit, so profit is equal to, so the selling price, I'll just use initials as SP minus CP for costing price. So profit is equal to selling price minus costing price. So we have the cost price and we have the selling price. So for profit we just replace, so the selling price, which is 610, so minus the cost price, which is 500 kwacha. So when you get the difference, so we'll say 610 minus 500. So the difference here is 110. So the profit now is 110. So every time they ask you to calculate the profit, so what you need to know is just the cost price and the selling price. So you should say the profit is equal to the selling price minus the costing price. So in this question, the profit which he made is 110. Now the other part of the question requires us to calculate the percentage profit. Okay, so for percentage profit, so when you look at this, we have percentage profit is equal to the actual profit over the cost price times 100%. Actual profit over the cost price times 100%. Now, the profit which we have calculated at first, so this profit where we had to subtract the cost price from the selling price is the actual profit. So say in the formula, actual profit over the actual price or the cost price times 100%. So we have the actual profit, which is 110, and we have the cost price, which is 500. So we can now replace. So for the actual profit we have 110, then the cost price, which is 500. Okay, then we say times 100%. Okay, so at this stage what we have now is 110 multiplied by 100, then divided by 500. So here we can simply say 110 multiplied by 100% divided by 500. So when you look at the denominator and these which we have as the numerators, so we have 110 and 100, and for the denominator we have 500. So here we can simply divide. So we can say 500 divided by 100, so the two zeros will go, and for this 100 divided by 100, the two zeros will go. So what we have now is 110 times 1 divided by 5, so which is just 110 divided by 5. So we have now 110 divided by 5. So when we get the figure here, we'll say percent. Okay, let me just use this part. So here we are saying that we have 110 divided by 5. Then what we are going to have, we should include the percentage sign. So we have 110 divided by 5. So we can divide here. We can say a 5 can go into 11 two times, and the remainder is 1. So for the remainder 1, we'll add the 0 and it will be 10. Then 5 into 10, that is 2. So that is 22. So meaning that this is a percentage of 22. So the percentage profit here, we have calculated the percentage profit as 22%. So for percentage profit, like I said, you just consider the actual profit which you have made, then divided by the cost price times 100%. So that is the percentage profit. Then for the actual profit, we say that actual profit, that is the selling price, then minus the cost price, the profit and the loss. So let me just erase this part. So for example 2, so in example 2, we are saying that a marketeer bought buns for 360 kwacha and later sold them at a profit of 20 100%. So what is the selling price? Okay, so in this question, so we are saying that a marketeer bought buns for 360 kwacha, and then she later sold the buns with a profit of 20%. So what is the selling price? So in this question, we have the percentage profit and we have the cost price. So for this we have the cost price, which is 360 kwacha. Then we have the percentage profit, which is 20%. Okay, what we don't have is the selling price, so we don't have the selling price. Okay, now for us to calculate the selling price, what we should first calculate is the actual profit. So we should know the actual profit. Then after we know the actual profit, that's when we are going to calculate the selling price. So we are going to calculate the selling price. So we don't have the selling price in this question. So what we are going to do is, so we just use the same formula. So percentage profit. So I'm just going to use PF as initials for percentage profit. So percentage profit, I'll just use PP. So that is percentage profit. So percentage profit, we said that it is equal to the actual profit over the cost plus times 100%. So the actual profit over the cost price times 100%. Now in this question we have the percentage profit, which is 20. Okay, then what we don't have is the actual profit. So same for actual profit, we'll just replace actual profit with any letter. Let's say we get X. So over the cost price is what? Is 360. So here we'll say 360, then times 100%. So that is, so the percentage profit which we have is 20%. So here we'll say we have 20%. Okay, so when you look at this which we have now, so we can say X times 100 over 360, then the other side we have 20. So here we can just say 20, okay, percent is equal to X times 100. So we say X times 100% over 360. X times 100 over 360. So when you look at this, so here we can say this 20% is just the same as over 1. So 20% over 1 is just 20%. So we are just using this one in order to calculate first. So here we'll say we cross multiply. Okay, so when we cross multiply, so here we are going to have X times 100% is equal to 20% times 360. So when you look at this which we have now, we have X times 100% is equal to 20% times 360. So let me just write this. on this side. Okay, so we have x times 100% is equal to 20% times 360. Okay, so what you want to calculate is the value of x, which is the actual profit. So say we divide here using 100%, and the other side we also divide using 100. So this 100 will go, and we are going to remain with just the x, and for the other side we have 20% times 360 over 100%. So when you look at the denominator, and for this which we have as the numerator, so here we have the percent sign and we have the percentage sign. So these percentage signs will go. Okay, so meaning that we now have 20 times 360 divided by 100. So 20 times 360 divided by 100. So x is equal to 20 times 360. So when you calculate, you are going to have 7,200. 7,200. So 20 times 360, that is 7,200. So the denominator here is 100. So here we can now divide. So 7,200 divided by 100. So when dividing a number with a 100, so here, so since 100 has got 2 zeros, so the decimal point is at this end. So just say we move 2 steps backwards. So meaning that we have this number, which is at 72. So the x is 72. Okay, now we say that x is the actual profit. So meaning that, so we can say therefore actual profit here is 72 kwacha. So the actual profit is 72 kwacha. Now the question, you look at the question requires us to calculate the selling price. We calculate the selling price. So we said that the profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. So profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Now the cost price we have, which is 360, and the profit now we have, which is 72 kwacha. So for us to calculate the selling price, so we'll simply say selling price is equal to, so we'll just transfer the cost price to the side where there is profit. So we'll just say the profit plus the cost price. So when you look at this equation which we have, the cost price has got a negative. When you transfer this cost price, the other side is going to be positive. So we say profit plus the cost price will give us the selling price. So the profit in this question, which we have calculated the profit to be 72 kwacha, then the cost price, which is 360. So say plus 360. So the selling price now, we can add the 2. So when we add the 2, we are going to have 2, then 3, 4. Okay, so this will give us 432 kwacha. 432 kwacha. So meaning that the selling price is 432 kwacha. So when the selling price is 432 kwacha and the cost price is 360 kwacha, the percentage profit is 20%. Okay, so we have looked at two examples. In the first examples, we calculated the percentage profit and the profit. And in this question, we have calculated the selling price when we have the percentage profit and also the actual or the cost price. Okay, let's just look at one more example, which will be the last one, and then I'll give you something to work on your own. So we'll consider this example as example 3. So in example 3, we are saying that a marketeer bought 100 kgs of carrots at 1,120 kwacha. Then in part A, what should the selling price per kg be if she wants to make a profit of 25%. Then in part B, what is her profit if she sells 60 kg at this price then 30 kg at only 12 kwacha per kg and cannot sell the rest of the carrots because they have gone bad. So this question is in two parts. So we are saying that a marketeer bought 100 kg of carrots at 1,120. So what should be the selling price per kg be if she wants to make a profit of 25%? So we should calculate the selling price per kg if this person wants to make a profit of 25%. Then in part B, what is her profit if she sells 60 kg at this price? So for part A, we should calculate the selling price, and after we calculate the selling price, then we should know how much she was selling per kg. Then after we know how much she was selling per kg, then we'll go to part B, and in part B we are saying that she sold 60 kg at the same price, so which we are going to calculate in A. Then 30 kg of the carrots she was selling at 12 kwacha per kg, and she failed to sell the rest of the carrots because they went bad. So let's start with A. So in part A, so here we have the cost price, which is 1,120. Okay, then we have 100 kgs. So we have 100 kgs. So this person bought 100 kgs at 1,120. Now it is first important for us to know how much per kg she was buying the same types of carrots. So here we have 100 kg, and for 100 kg she spent 1,120. So here, for us to know how much she was buying per kg, we'll simply say 1,120 divided by how many kgs? So we have 100. So when we divide here, we are going to have 11 kwacha 20 ngwe. 11 kwacha 20 ngwe. So meaning that per kg it was 11 kwacha 20 ngwe. Okay, so at this point we have just calculated how much she was buying per kg. So that was the cost price. Now looking at the question, so if she wants to make a profit of 25%, how much is the selling price? So the selling price, so say percentage profit is equal to the actual profit over the cost price times 100%. So the percentage profit, this person wants to make a profit of 25%. So here we just put 25%. Then the actual price or the actual profit. So the actual profit, we don't know the actual profit, so we should first calculate the actual profits. So let's say we use a letter Y for the actual profit. Then the cost price, we know the cost price is 1,120. So we said over 1,120, then times 100%. Okay, so at this stage now we have Y times 100 over 1,000. So Y times 100% over 1,120 kwacha. So this is equal to now 25%. So this is just simply over 1. Okay, so our interest here is to calculate the value of Y. So for us to calculate the value of Y, we'll simply say we cross and multiply in this form. Okay, then we'll say we have Y times 100% is equal to 25% times 120. Okay, so here we can simply get rid of the 100% when we divide by 100%, and the other side we also divide by 100%. So this 100 and this 100 here we are going to divide, and we are going to remain with just Y. So our Y is equal to 25% times 1. So for this one here we'll just say from this 100, from this 1,120, and from this 100, so here we are going to remain with, in this 10, so we have 10 and we have 25, so we can use 5 can go into 25, 5, then 5 into 10, that is 2. Okay, now we have 2 and 1, 2 into 112, that is 56. So we now have Y is equal to 5. Let's multiply together here. So we have 56 times 5. So you carry the 3. Then 5 times 5, that is 25. and the 3 which we had to carry, so we'll say plus 3, so that is 28. This is a 280 kwacha. So the actual plot 80 kwacha. So let me just use this part. Okay, so in this question, so we are still working on A. So is equal to 280 kwacha. So that is 280 kwacha. Then we have the cost price. So the cost price is 1,120. Then the selling price. So we'll say the selling price is equal to the profit and 80 plus the cost price, which is 1,120. And here, when we add the two, we are going to have now the selling price. Okay, so selling price. If you want to know how much she was selling per kg, so we'll simply say this. So we are saying that 1,400 divided by 100 kg. Okay, so the question was, what should the selling price be? Selling price for 100 kg is kg of the carrots. So we'll say of this question, okay, plus, so meaning that, and the rest of the carrots, then 30 kg, okay, per kg, then they have gone bad. So meaning that of the carrots, 60 kg she was selling, it calculate how much she had to sell the 60 kg. So that we know how much she sold the 60 kg. So here 4, then when multiplying, giving us a 6, then we add here. So 0 plus 0, that is 0, 4 plus 0, 4, then 2 plus 6, that is 8. These are represent the 60 kg. Okay, now let's see for the 30 kg kwacha. So 30 times 12. So let's also multiply 0, then 3. So giving us 360. So for this we have 2. So we add 360 to 840. So meaning that the selling price here, SP, is equal to 360 plus 840 kwacha. So when we add the two, for the 90 kgs is equal to, the set indicate 1,200 minus 1,120. So we are going to have a profit of 8 kwacha. 8 kwacha is the profit. So in this question, we have calculated in part A how much she was selling per kg. So if she made 60 kg, so she sold at 14 kwacha per kg. Then 30 kg, she sold 12 kwacha per kg. Then she failed to sell. The price here, we add to add. So here, 360 plus 840 giving us 1,200 minus the cost price. So 1,200 minus 1,120. So that is a profit of. Now for now, let me just give you one question of which so for our homework, the actual profit or loss, the selling price, so A, profit 10%, B, cost 20%. C, cost price of 125 kwacha 70%. So this is the question which I have for you as homework. So in this question, we should calculate the actual profit or the actual loss and also the selling price. Second one, we have the cost price of 130 kwacha, then the profit of 20%. Names, so Sichizia, so this is PIUS. Okay, then to know the name, so I've written my name here, so that is as Chizia Pius. Okay, now work on these questions and ensure that
Lusaka.
I run a motorbike spare parts shop. My experience at Goca, well, Goca for me has been a place that has built me not only focused on the academic part of things, but it built us all as well on the spiritual part. My experience at Goca me build my career, my identity, and it's also built me on the spiritual sense as well. Not only am I an entrepreneur, and I would say that all this I got from being a